Just when you thought it was safe to go on YouTube, There Will Be Boobs movie reviews. We're on number 8. This is Myra Breckenridge, 1970. Myra Breckenridge. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter how you pronounce the name. It's an awesome.
This is an excellent movie. But it's better than 2001, I'd say.
It's better than Citizen Kane, 2001, and Casablanca combined.
It's a very surreal film. It's got ridiculous editing. It's got legs. The story has legs.
It's got Raquel Welch looking foxy.
Raquel Welch is definitely a main part of this movie. Fara Faucet is also a pretty critical part.
And Rex Reed acting gay.
And unfortunately, an aging Mae West. It's really traumatizing scenes with her.
You impressed me immensely. I'll keep you in mind as a summer replacement. Next.
Plot of the movie is basically that there's a man, a very effeminate man, who wants to be a woman and gets a strange operation in a foreign land that's watched by many people for some reason.
John Carradine, like, with a butcher knife.
Yeah, and a cigarette hanging out. Every surgery in this movie is performed with a smoke hanging out of their mouth.
There's no other way to perform surgeries.
Clearly. Absolutely. The only sanitary and sane way is to be smoking while you're doing it, which is quite reasonable. So there we have the least traumatizing castration in any movie ever.
You'd come back and torture me, wouldn't you?
So that didn't seem so bad. I mean,
no, whatever. Flack.
If that's what it takes to become Raquel Welch, sign me up.
Whoa,
Not so
dude.
bad.
If I met Raquel Welch and had sex with her, and then found out she used to be you, that just would
that change everything?
Yes.
Would you still do it?
I don't know.
No, he would still do it.
Maybe if she was a guy I didn't know.
I don't know, man.
Maybe if she was Patrick Swayze.
So this is the real thesis of this movie, and this is where it sends you.
Look at this clip right here of how foxy Raquel Welch is. Starting now.
Thanks. Good. Thank you. But the movie's too choppy. Not that I know anything about movies, but...
Choppy.
But I couldn't understand it. It kept changing all the time.
Yeah, well, it's about change.
Raquel Welch is really hot.
Holy shit. That voice.
And also, she's badass.
And don't you ever forget it, you motherfuckers. As the children say nowadays.
She is not a person to be fucked with.
She fucks up John Huston as Buck Loner.
Buck Loner is the man with the best bathroom in the entire world.
Yes, little lady. Lana Turner put her sweet little fanny right where you're sitting now. Lana, I says, what say we put you in a sweater and make a movie? And we did.
This isn't his living room. This isn't his dining hall. This is his bathroom.
The editing is insane. They cut clips left and right. There's weird
old
Laurel
movies. And Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy. Everything's
Shirley
symbolic.
Temple.
Everything's well picked. Very choppy editing, but like
it works well.
Amazing shots.
As was
really
the style at the time. Like wearing an onion on my belt.
Totally. So many what the fuck moments, just like, what?
I'm going to have my masseuse come in at 5 instead of 6 as I'm getting horny watching my niece on TV.
Today's class on cinema lovemaking. On balling.
Indians.
There's a really weird auto sex scene. Like, so Raquel Welch or this gay guy.
Well, but then it's like, if he's really gonna just saying that, like, I'll be honest here. I've thought of Farrah Fawcett plenty of times.
While you were in bed?
I've thought of Farrah Fawcett eating food.
Who hasn't? Hot dogs? Because that's what this movie is about. Is thinking about Farrah Fawcett while eating a hot dog.
Good morning. I'm your typical sun and fun-loving California sweetheart. We have here a fine selection of all your favorite treats. F is for French fry. P is for pizza. B is for pretzel. A is for apple. And I almost forgot. There's me, which likes banana. And me. Oh, a big bite. Isn't that good?
It's so great. It's got a lot of really good scenes. I mean, for example, this one here with the buffet took 123 takes because the director couldn't stop ejaculating into the scene.
Just think about it.
That takes a lot of effort.
We gotta bring up Mae West here for a second.
She has some... I mean, sure, 40 years ago that probably would have been great, but nowadays, she almost ruined the movie.
She's like 80 years old in this.
They have
80-year-old woman saying the dirtiest lines ever.
Absolutely, just... But she did get a pretty awesome dance number going on, though. To Otis Redding.
Hard to handle.
Yeah.
Baby, here I am. I'm a girl on the scene. I can give you what you want, but you gotta come home with me. I've got some real good loving and I've got some in store. When I get through throwing it on you, you gotta come back for more. Girls and things will come by the dozen. That ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Good looking thing loving, light your candle, cause baby, I'm sure how to handle. Yes, I am.
There's a lot of weird scenes. Beating hippies in the background.
Oh.
You gotta know your enemy if you're gonna beat them. It's what is this business coming to? Destroying the moral fibers of this country.
America, I love you.
Totally coincides with the dialogue also.
Yeah, but silent for whatever reason.
And the couple making out in the background with peanut butter. It reminds me of my teenage years.
Raquel Welch really also knows a lot about patriotism. She's a true patriot.
You think that being a man is such a simple thing. A man should follow chicks, you said.
That's definitely proof right there. Another great star, underrated, Montag the Magnificent.
I am Montag, master of illusion.
And I guess it all really coils up to be a hallucination. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. We should have said spoiler alert before we said it. Whatever.
And he wakes up from his surgery for whatever.
And that's the perennial existentialist question.
Well, we've all said from waking up.
Where are my tits?
Where are my tits?
Where are my tits?
Absolutely. That's a good question.
This brings us to the main point of the movie. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but the thing that makes the most sense is that Raquel Welch is hot. Just think about it. I had sex with Raquel Welch once in my mind.
Was it a lesbian scene?
With Farrah Fawcett.
That's awesome. Hell yeah, man. I'm there.
We give this... I'd go for
we're gonna say breaks into D cup, despite having, you know, copious amount. The nudity is tasteful.
Gentlemen, I am Myra Breckenridge. Uncle Buck, your fag nephew, became your niece 2 years ago in Copenhagen.
Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm just gonna ask, where are my tits?
Where are my tits?
Everything this man says is the truth.
Clearly.
Alright, well, thanks for joining us. Signing off, there will be Boobs Movie Reviews.
Myra Breckenridge.